Could you guys imagine for a second where, let's just say you have a job or maybe you own your own business and you work at that job or you start that business and you run it for 10 years and you get it super successful and you enjoy what you do and everything's going good. And then I want you to imagine if everything you had worked for and done in the last 10 years was all totally erased just like this. Now, I do realize that does sound a little dramatic, but unfortunately, that's exactly what happened to this YouTube channel, Chaseontwowheels, a few days ago. So my goal in this video is to talk about what happened, why it happened, and at the end, I want to go over some ways that I feel like if I could go back in time, I would implement some changes to the way I do things so that hopefully I can help prevent you guys that have a YouTube channel from this happening to you. Or if you find yourself in the situation that I was in, hopefully you can watch this video and maybe, not freak out as much as I did, or just have some sort of path that somebody else took, and you could see what could happen for you as well. So my YouTube channel was hacked. Oh my gosh. Okay. So November 18th started as a pretty regular day, got up, but it was very odd because I got a phone call from one of the guys that works for me, and he said, hey man, something really is weird going on the channel. He had been told by somebody on our Discord page, and you get that phone call as a YouTuber and he's like, something is really weird. Somebody has obviously hacked in and done some crazy stuff. Obviously I rushed downstairs and logged into the channel. I was able to log into both my email that is associated with my YouTube channel as well as my business email that I use for the YouTube channel. But when I logged into the YouTube channel, there were a ton of changes. My avatar had been changed. My YouTube banner had been changed. My YouTube page had been removed because I have all the playlists on the front page. All of those had been removed. All of my videos, every single one of the 1,200 something videos on the channel had been set to private, and all of it had been changed to VChan or something along those lines. It would have been hard for somebody to tell whose channel it was. That's how much had been changed. All the about page had been changed. They literally made the entire page not look like it was the Chaseontwowheels page anymore. And they were actually live streaming. There was they were live streaming some Bitcoin thing. And I found out that had been going on for an hour. So it took me about 5 minutes to really take an assessment of the entire channel, figure out what was wrong, what they had done, and my first step was to change my password. So I went on the Chaseontwowheels email, changed the password. That's the email that's associated with the YouTube channel itself. Changed that password first, then went to my business email that I handle all the sponsorships and stuff like that, changed the password there. So emails were secure at that point. And I know a lot of you guys are going to ask, did you have two-factor authentication? Yes, I had every single thing set up on the channel that I possibly could security-wise. So, that's kind of thrown out the window. After I changed my passwords, my next step was to inform YouTube that my channel was hacked. Now, this process took far longer than I would like to say. Unfortunately, even as a channel with 1 million subscribers that post 3 videos a week, I have no person at YouTube to be like, email them and be like, hey, something terrible has happened. I have no contact. I have the exact level of contact that a person with a brand new YouTube channel would take. So unfortunately, I had to start this process of figuring out what do you do if your channel is hijacked. Now, if you guys are watching this video and you're unfortunately in this situation, I'm going to have the link down below. All you have to do is fill that form out. You're going to need your channel ID. You're going to need links to the videos that they're doing. Mine, in my case, was a live stream that I had to show. And you're going to need to take a screenshot and upload a photo. Go down there and do that right after you change your passwords. So just go do that right now. For the rest of you guys, it probably took me 30 minutes of going through help pages and forum pages and just a stupid amount of time it took to figure out what is my next step? How do I submit this form? Okay, so at this point, I've got the form submitted to YouTube, and personally, I'm like, all right, now I'm on damage control. I jump onto the live stream window and I end the stream that was currently being sent out to my audience. It had been going on for like an hour and something minutes at that point, but I needed it to be going while the form was submitted so I could take a screenshot to show that the live stream was happening. So after that form submitted, ended that stream as fast as possible, and then I jump into damage control on the branding side. So I get the avatar changed back from that V-Chan thing back to my Chaseontwowheels logo. I get the channel banner. I just removed the image because I don't have the old banner that I used to have, and I changed the name back to Chaseontwowheels because, you know, it said Ripple Foundation. So I believe at this point the hackers were actually still into the channel. I actually know they were, because when I changed that and I turned the live stream off, it was as if I had just pissed somebody off, because beforehand the live stream was some Bitcoin conference, right? It's not a big deal. It's some stupid thing, and I don't even know what they were getting out of it. Hoping, I guess, somebody clicked on a link or whatever. But at that point, that's when stuff started escalating really bad. Within 5 minutes of changing the branding, all of it was changed back. Now, I have to remind you guys, at this point, I thought that my channel was secure. I thought that, you know, I changed my passwords, they were out. Way off. They were still very much in control of what was going on. My name changed back to Ripple Foundation, my banner changed back, my avatar changed back, and now the live streams that were being put out on my million subscriber channel were just straight porn. Pornography all over this channel that I had built up for years. I have this huge audience of people that trust my channel for motorcycle content, and now they're getting live streams of pornography. It is, at this point, I freak out, because now I'm like, for one, how do they still have control of this channel? I've changed all my passwords. This makes no sense. Two, oh my God, my reputation is being burnt like a forest, just gone. At this point, I've submitted the form to YouTube. I've thought I had secured my channel, and now this is happening. On top of all of this, now they start deleting videos.
They didn't delete my videos, did they? Oh my good God.
Now, previously, they had just privated all my videos, you know, which makes it on YouTube's end, people think there's no videos there. But it's not a big deal for me, because I could just go in and make those videos public. But now, delete. And I'm telling you guys, I'm watching the videos get deleted as they're going, and I'm just losing all of my shit right now. So at this point, I've already submitted my form to YouTube. I have no other way to do anything. I posted on my C2Dub Pics Instagram. I posted on my C2Dub Tweets Twitter. Those are the only two platforms I really had to communicate. So I posted there, that was my only way of letting people know, hey, the channel's hacked. Avoid it at all costs right now while we figure this out. I am so glad, as a content creator anywhere, that I have multiple platforms. Had I not had Instagram and Twitter, I would have had no way of communicating, and it's gonna get even worse than that. So at this point, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning when all of these porn streams start happening, and on my end, I had done everything I knew to do, you know, YouTube sending in the forum wise. I had posted on my social medias, the ones I had left, that this is happening, trying to get help from YouTube, and that's when the porn stream started. And that was the highest level of, this cannot happen. My reputation will go fully away if I allow this to happen. From 9 o'clock to about 10:15, all I did was have my live stream browser window open. If you guys don't know, when you do a live stream on YouTube, there's this little studio window, and that's where you can see basically the image that is being sent out live. I kept that window open, and every time the hacker tried to post something, a little red box comes up that says end stream, right? All I did for an hour and 15 minutes was stare at this screen, and any time that box turned red, I'd end it. So I'm sitting here like just clicking the red button and clicking the red button, and you know, I can see the thing, the little loading page load up, porn end stream. I can see it loading again, porn end stream. And that was about an hour and 15 minutes of just sitting there doing that, because one, I didn't want that to happen, right? And two, I don't want my audience to see that, so I'm doing everything I can to make that not happen. So at the same time as that I'm sitting there doing this, I was literally just focused on hitting the red button for that time, but I also had my email up because, you know, obviously I'm looking for some sort of communication from YouTube to say, hey, we see your channel's hacked, thanks, we're gonna get on this. During that hour, I got an email from YouTube. I got thankful because I'm like, sweet, YouTube sees this, they're gonna start, you know, handling stuff. It was not from the YouTube people, it was from YouTube itself, and I got a strike. If you guys aren't familiar with YouTube channels, there's basically a 3-strike policy. If you do something outside of the terms of service, your channel gets shut down. So I have a strike come in, and I'm like, I don't know how that's happening because I'm ending these streams as fast as possible, but whatever. Strike comes in, and I'm still over here frantically clicking this freaking red button of salvation for me. And I see this come in, so now I'm like, great. So now my channel's getting strikes, and I still have this hacker actively trying to live stream porn on this channel. Around the same time that first strike came in, it was about 9:40, and that's when I started getting a lot of messages. Now I woke up to a lot of emails from people saying, hey, the channel's hacked, but all of my YouTube buddies started reaching out at about 9:40 in the morning, and it was just like, hey dude, what is going on and what can I do to help? Also, shout out to everybody out there that helped me out. You guys know I was communicating with you, and I really appreciate the camaraderie of people reaching out to be like, hey man, is there anything I can do to help you? You guys mean a ton that you reached out to do that. And also all you guys that emailed me, you know, that's the bringing together of all these people when you see somebody like having an issue. It was just really awesome to see that. At about 10 o'clock, you know, I'm still in the ending the streams thing. At about 10 o'clock, the second strike came up on the channel. Again, 3 strikes, channel's gone. So at 2 strikes, YouTube blacks your channel out. It does not allow you to post anything on any videos. You can't do any live streams. You can't make any community posts. So it essentially just locks your channel. Now, this probably sounds like a bad thing, but for the situation and the anxiety level that I was at, when I saw 2 strikes, you know, the first strike I got worried because I was like, oh no, my channel's gonna get messed up because of this. By the time the second strike came in and the person could not upload any more live streams, I was thankful at that point because I'm like, at least now nothing can be posted. Now I can actually just relax and be like, all right, YouTube, it's on you at this point. We need to start figuring out what the heck is happening and how to stop it. So at about 11:15, I received my first email from YouTube partner support from that forum that I sent at 8:15. So in about 3 hours was the response time. They responded and said, hey, what's going on? Give us some details. I gave them all the details and, you know, let them know it's like my channel has currently been hacked. I've got 2 strikes now. I was very honest with them and let them know I was freaking out and I don't know what to do. At that point, I just got on Twitter and Instagram and I started, you know, just updating people with what was happening. So at about 3:24, 3:25, I actually hear back from YouTube partner support again, and they are letting me know that they can confirm that my channel was hijacked. Now on my end, I'm like, dude, I know my channel was hijacked. I have this archive of professional content on motorcycles, and now you have these hijacked Bitcoin and porn streams. Like, I think it's pretty obvious what's going on. Don't know why that took 4 hours, but regardless, it took them 4 hours. They let me know that they can confirm it's hijacked. About an hour later, they let me know with another email saying, we are currently working on getting your channel back to pre-hijacked state. And they told me that they are going to work on bringing back my deleted videos. I think at the end of the day that when I looked into how many videos got deleted, they deleted about 3 to 4 months worth of videos. Now, this isn't a huge deal because my team and I have a server here where we keep about 90% of the videos that we publish on the channel, as well as we have them backed up online. So I wasn't too worried about the videos themselves. What I was really worried about were their views and their comments and likes and all that kind of stuff, because great conversations are happening in my videos, and my videos have views, a decent amount of views, and that's what gets them more views. So if you suddenly take a video and just re-upload it, that video now has to climb back up the ranks. So that would have been a big hit had I lost all of those videos. So the last thing I heard from YouTube Partner Support was on Wednesday at 4:20, letting me know that they were working on getting my channel back to the pre-hack state. And that was the last time I heard from YouTube Partner Support on Wednesday. Thursday, November 19th was a pretty quiet day. Like I've told you guys, I run this channel very professionally, and the guys and I, we have a calendar. We have videos we're working on. So Thursday morning, I woke up, emailed YouTube Partner Support. I was like, hey, any update? Do you guys have a timeline, what I can expect? Because we've got videos to make. We're a professional YouTube channel. We have videos and sponsorships and ads and stuff that we have to, do. So after they reached back out and were like, yeah, the internal team is still working on your channel, I was like, okay, I'm going to do the best I can, and we're going to move forward with what the plan was for today anyway. We had a video we were going to be filming, so we just go forth, film that video. I was kind of hopeful that by the end of Thursday, I would have had an email back and be like, yeah, it looks like it's going to take around this time. Unfortunately, didn't hear anything back from YouTube on Thursday, so just kind of went to bed kind of hopeful that, like, maybe hopefully they're just working on it. And then Friday rolled around. So Friday, November 20th was probably the worst situation for me personally, as far as like anxiety and worry about the whole thing. First thing Friday morning, I wake up and, I go downstairs, check my email, and I have got what is probably the worst email a YouTuber can get from YouTube. So obviously you guys could pause and read that, but basically what it sums up to say is YouTube received a complaint for my channel. After that complaint was reviewed, it was found that my channel was disobeying the terms of service on YouTube, and because of that, my YouTube channel was terminated. When I say terminated, I mean I go to the YouTube page to log in, and you can't even log in. You get this page. That is the moment that was probably the biggest gut punch, because I have this channel that I have worked my butt off on for 10 years. I've got 1,200 videos, and I am very proud of the content and the company that I've built over here with a YouTube channel. And that was the moment that it sank in that this is gone. All of everything that I've done for 10 years, this incredible library of content that I'm very proud of, wiped clean. There's no proof that it ever existed. So first thing I do now, especially because I have a terminated YouTube channel, I have no way of communicating with my biggest audience. Luckily, like I was saying to you guys in the beginning of this video, I still had Instagram, I still had Twitter. First thing I did was email back to that YouTube Partner Support, because I had a conversation going. I was like, hey, my channel's gone. It says I'm terminated because of a complaint. What is happening? I need an explanation of this. Send that off. At this point, I've realized don't expect a quick response, so I have nothing else to do. I go to Twitter, I go to Instagram, I update everybody, and I start tweeting at Team YouTube, which is another resource I do highly recommend you guys. If you're in the same boat, tweet at Team YouTube. I got a relatively quick response from those guys. So I go on Twitter, it's like, y'all, everything's gone, like gone. I've lost everything. I don't know what to do from here. Luckily, I had some people that were of better mind in the moment talking with me. And as you guys can see on this email, it's a very automated email. This is not an email that a person sent. This is an email that Google has on automation. So What I was basically told was, hey, this is an automated email. It probably is a complaint from one of the things you got a strike on, and this is what happens. I had a lot of people saying, look, they've seen this happen with other YouTube channels, and they got their channels back, so try not to worry. Let me go ahead and tell you, people can say all you want to not worry, but when that happens to you, you're gonna be worried. If you care about what you do, you're gonna be worried. So I just kind of lived in a bubble of anxiety for about 5 hours that day. I tried to edit some videos, and I found myself editing these videos that we had recorded. And I'm sitting here thinking, why am I editing this? I have nowhere to post this. I currently don't have a YouTube channel to post this video on. So I tried to do stuff like that for about 5 hours on Friday. And it would be like edit for a couple minutes, go refresh my email, go refresh my YouTube page to see if I get that same, window pop up. And for about 5 hours, that's all I did. Tried to edit, tried to push through it, didn't really get anywhere. At about 3 o'clock that day, I randomly refreshed the YouTube page, and this just wave of anxiety is just brushed through, and I see my logo pop up. I see my recommended videos for channels that I watch. I see my banner at the top. There's no videos on the page, but just the fact of seeing the channel was so relieving. It was like that was the moment that the light at the end of the tunnel was there. I could see it. We were on our way to fixing everything. It was about an hour later that I got a YouTube partner support email back saying, hey, we've got everything fixed. Your strikes are gone. All of your videos are still private, but all of the videos are there. So Friday at 3 o'clock was when everything was fixed. Like you could obviously imagine, with 1,200 videos, and we have our motorcycle build and giveaway Patreon, so we have a lot of videos on the channel that can't be public. So it made it a little more challenging to have to go through video by video and make the ones public that were supposed to be public, the ones unlisted that are supposed to be unlisted. But at the end of the day, I got all the videos back. They had all their comments, all their likes, everything was normal. I was back on being able to be searchable on YouTube, and as of Friday night, I spent the rest of the day getting the library back up. The YouTube channel was back. Now, as far as now, having been past it, the major things that happened for me, I lost about 3,000 to 3,500 subscribers. Most of those in that first day where all the porn stuff was getting live streamed. I lost 3 full days of ad revenue, and the videos that went live right before the hack just are gonna perform terrible. But at the end of the day, that's not too bad, because it could have been far worse. A lot of you guys are probably wondering, well, how the hell did this happen? How did the two-factor authentication fail? How did they get into the YouTube channel but not into your email? Like I said, I run a team of people here. One of the guys on my team has manager access to the channel. What manager access allows people to do is change thumbnails, change images, live stream. It allows them to help out with doing channel stuff. Now, we had gotten a sponsorship request from some video game company, some reputable video game company, and he's really into video games, so I just sent that stuff over to him. So we were going to download the video game, play it and do the sponsorship ad spot and all. Turns out that email that he clicked into was a scam email. He clicked into the email, didn't even click into the link that the email was on. That gave the hacker access to his email, and that gave the hacker access to my YouTube channel. He had no idea that was going to happen. I don't blame him. If it wasn't him, I would have opened it, and we would have been in even a worse situation if they had access to my emails. What I'm really glad I did early on was after I had changed my emails, after I sent the forum post in, I actually went and removed all of the managers on the channel. I didn't do that though until after that second strike, when the channel got blacked out, you know, when we couldn't post anything. And realistically, that was the first time my brain had a moment of like, what is every opening that the channel has right now? There's a couple of managers on the channel to help out when I need, or if I can't get to my computer, that's why I have those people there. So when I had that moment, the channel was blacked out. I was like, okay, let's think of anything else. Cause you know, we had already changed the passwords and I was just trying to like figure out what was happening. That was the moment where I was like, okay, we got managers on the channel, let's wipe them out. And that's when I guess they've really lost access to the channel. So had I removed the managers from the get-go, I would have probably locked them out even sooner. Some of the things I would recommend to you guys if you run a YouTube channel that has been recommended to me that I'm gonna start implementing. One, the email that handles sponsorships and any sort of like ad deals coming in should probably be a separate email from the email that controls the YouTube channel. At the end of the day, if you lost contact with the companies you're doing sponsorships with, you would lose contact for a few days while you're getting your email back. But if the email that runs your YouTube channel is compromised, now you have no communication with YouTube and you have no communication with your audience. So I would recommend segmenting out your audience with your business stuff. As far as managers go on the channel, I now have no more managers on the channel. It's just one more door that people can get in to ruin what you've built over on YouTube. And obviously, if you don't have two-factor authentication on every single thing, every email that you have, please do that right now. Google even has a Google Authenticator that you can use. I've now got that turned on. I thought I was fully secure beforehand. Now there is no doubt that I have every single thing I can possibly have to make my channel as secure as I possibly can. Like I told you guys, I'm gonna have links down below. If this is happening to you and you're trying to figure out what to do, click on that link, submit a forum to YouTube to get this out. And just know that with my story, that happened. I got 3 strikes, a terminated channel, lost everything, and was still able to get everything back. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen for you, but just know that here's one story where that did happen and we have a positive outcome. My hope is that this story can help you guys have maybe a little less of the anxiety that I was dealing with terribly for like 3 days while I was dealing with this stuff. And you know, it doesn't guarantee that it's going to happen to you, but here's a positive story that did happen, and you know, stay hopeful. And yeah, guys, that's basically the story of how my 1 million subscriber YouTube channel got hacked, lost everything, deleted, and then crawled back from the depths, and now we're back to normal. I really hope this video helps some of you guys out, or maybe you just find it interesting. You guys know what to do with YouTube videos. Hit the like button, and if you guys are interested in motorcycle content, that's typically what we do here on the channel. We'd love for you to subscribe and enjoy the normal type of content that we make. I'm Chaseontwowheels. I am very, 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 very happy to be back and have my channel. And I'm really thankful for the audience I have. The amount of awesome messages I got from you guys saying, we're here with you, we're gonna stand by you, we're gonna get through this, and we can't wait to see more of your content. You guys have no idea how powerful that stuff is in times like I was dealing with during those couple days. This motorcycle community we have over here on YouTube, we're small, but we're like really interconnected, and that means a lot. And that's all I got. I appreciate you guys watching to the end of this video. I always ask in the end of my videos, I ask my outro crew a question. Outro crew, how many of you guys were unfortunate enough to click into those terrible freaking live streams? I know there was a few of you, and I got some emails from people that were like, I clicked into the live stream when I was at work or when I was at school, and I'm like, oh no. I feel bad because I guess I could have done something. I don't know what I could have done to make it not happen, but yeah, I feel really bad about it. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments down below. And I am very excited to start posting videos again. Just so you guys know, this is our first video back. We're going to have a busy week of Thanksgiving because I think we're probably going to be posting every day. So you guys get ready for some new content. We got a lot of it coming. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.